Yeah, so avant-garde movements, so it's a military term, as we all know. The people who are the first, before the main troops are coming, they are the avant-garde, and there's also the arrière-garde who come in the end also. So it's a bit strange concept, this word, because if you think about what it means that there is a development which has to do with progress, and something new is attacked and in the end gained or conquered. All these things are a bit dubious, and we don't know if we can believe that there are always forerunners or so, that people first... it has happened, so of course the movement not only of the independent avant-garde filmmakers like Buñuel can be called avant-garde, but perhaps also the authors of the Nouvelle Vague in France can be called avant-garde, because they introduced new things which later became mainstream or quite common. Let's say the jump cut, a certain freshness in narration also, which has nearly become standard also nowadays. And in this case, one can use this term, but today probably it doesn't help very much anymore. Yeah, so that's first of all very simple. Cinemas usually only play a certain repertory, only the new films, and with very few exceptions. Sometimes when films become steady sellers, they play them for a longer while or after a year again or so, but that makes already a huge difference to a film archive or a cinematheque, because the cinematheque for them, not only films are important which are new, and there's a strong tendency, especially nowadays, that music, if it's only 5 years old, nobody wants to listen to it anymore, and the same with books, and the same with films or movies. And already for this reason, that you can review things there, or you can find overlooked items, that makes it already very, very useful. I don't do it all the time, so there are very few films in which I really use it. So today, or right now, 2 films are running, and in the film Respite, I only use images from one certain source quite strictly, and in the case of Images of the World, that is really true. There use things from many sources, moving or still images from books, drawings, very often cheap material, second-hand information, and so on. But that has this reason that I'm trying to recycle ideas in this case also, but I can't say generally that I always have the stylistic mixture. In the film Images of the World, which is just running right now, I have this principle that I have very few elements, and I combine them always differently. So first it's A, B, and later it's B, A, or then it's B, C, or it's A, C, and so on. So to have complexity and simplicity or minimalism at the same time. And that is somehow like a thought experiment. What comes out if you confront A with C or A with B and so on? It generates something different. And this has not to be outspoken every time. That can be concluded by the spectators. How can I know? I'm not even sure if a person can have an impact into, I don't know what, perhaps his or her own life, yes, already the life of others, not sure. How can one intervene or have agency politically? That's all very difficult to say. Still, there's no other way since Enlightenment than to hope that it is true, and that to hope that one can learn from looking at the events, be they political, economical, or whatever. Also.